Empires rise and fall.
Check this out.
I'm just scratching the surface.
See, what I wanted to bring up today is that, well, every empire rises from the ashes or from some people or group that decide to raise the bar, unite lots of people. But at some point it comes crashing down, normally because it's so huge it cannot, let's say, control their people, like the Chinese. I mean, even Jackie Chan recently said that the Chinese population need to be controlled because if you give them an inch, they'll take a foot. That is not quote for quote, just that's kind of the gist of what he was talking about. And he's gotten a lot of criticism from him, especially the comments that the Chinese aren't pets. And they're not. But people need to be controlled because a lot of people, well, they'll give to temptation. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the end of the world, or end of our world. You know, 2012 is the year, but I seriously doubt that's going to be the end of the world. Things are going to change, but I think you could put any single year in there. It's like when you're going to die. You don't know if it's going to be today, you don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, you don't know if it's going to be next year, or the next 90 years, because you might be the person who lives to 2000. Light exaggeration. But the world's going to end in some way, you know. You've got, you know, like doomsday scenarios like The Matrix where robots take over. You've got Night of the Living Dead or Resident Evil where zombies take over. You've got a nuclear war. You know, you've got Doctor Strangelove. Those kind of scenarios that destroy the world. Even movies that came out last year, like that one with Mark Wahlberg and the grass and plants that are killing people off and making them suicidal, or homicidal then suicidal. So you've got that too. So, I mean, really, that seems the most implausible. But when it comes to nuclear war, it's a very real thing that could occur. You've got pretty much, if one person shoots off a nuke, then someone else is going to shoot off a nuke. And then someone else is going to shoot off a nuke. Because everyone has an alliance, whether it's under the radar or publicized, everyone has an alliance. I mean, North Korea doesn't have too many friends, but there's someone's going to get their back. Because there are people that hate Americans just as much as North Korea. And when I mean people who rule countries. Then there's the fact that you've got so many chemicals in hospitals, you've got drugs, you've got so many things that we're pumping into the air, and things are mutating. Bacteria, venereal diseases, they're mutating, so the old vaccines that used to be able to, let's say, protect people aren't working. So not only are bacteria evolving, but so is our technology. And at some point, we're not going to be able to, let's say, adapt as fast as them. So there's that. You know, the world may end up being like I Am Legend, where someone finds a cure for cancer and cures cancer for the rest of the future, but end up creating mindless, very strong mutant zombies that eat people that look the same. Implausible, but maybe probable. And then there's nuclear. So there's nuclear war. There's a possible zombie apocalypse. There is a robot apocalypse. I mean, what do you think would happen? You know, the Terminator, where robots control people and populations, where they have a mind of their own and AI takes over. You know, someone develops an AI machine that can replicate itself, maybe even nanobots that replicate themselves. Michael Crichton's book Prey is a very good example of that, where one little nanomachine can actually replicate and then actually adapts to human form at one point. Zombies, you know, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, which I think is a better movie, and say Doctor Strangelove. So what do you guys think? Which scenario fits our future? Which one do you think would happen first? Or do you think all of them are going to happen? Will we have zombies and Terminators and nuclear war at the same time? Let me know, guys. This is a ridiculous discussion, but let's have a chat.